Hey, everybody. Welcome to the program tonight. It's a beautiful July day. Happy to have you aboard. My name's Ian Witherspoon, and I am between Taorminas. Oh, yes, indeed. Another riveting segment of Between Taorminas right here, live at the Orion Neighborhood Television Studios. You're sitting awfully close to me today. What's going on?
I'm moving.
Get out of here.
You?
Whatever.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
You're doing swell. How have you been? Oh, I'd like to give a congratulations out.
Oh, mid-segment here?
I'd like to give congratulations out to Oakland University. It's the first official day on making the Horizon League.
Oh, really?
Oakland University back in the Horizon League.
Welcome
Congratulations.
to ACC, Pittsburgh, Texas. No, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Notre Dame.
All right, fine. Listen, we have a lot to talk about today.
Did you do bunny ears on me?
No.
No one waited to leave public
no,
carrying
no,
on
no.
top. All right, stop.
Pardon? All right. There's a lot to talk about because free agency began today in two sports. Okay, let's hit the NBA real quick. All right, because we all, I would say, are Pistons fans. We all are not Red Wings fans, so we cannot hit that. But you root for the Pistons when they're good, like a good fair weather fan. You, same thing. You're not true diehards. But we're going to talk like diehards right now, okay? The draft was interesting. I personally think they did well. I'd like to see KCP on the floor in the big leagues.
No.
I like their second-round pick, Tony Mitchell, a lot. I think he could be an interesting X factor.
I question why in the world would you not take Trey Burke?
Because
A lot of don't quote me here. Trey Burke would have been the best, would have been the better pick because he's the homegrown talent. He went to Michigan. The Pistons need a true point guard who can fix this mess. Brandon Knight's not a true point guard, and neither is Rodney Stuckey.
would you say Russell Westbrook was a true point guard?
No.
But he became a good one.
Became a good one.
Derrick Rose, true point guard?
Yeah.
True point guard?
No, it wasn't a true point guard.
I wouldn't say, but he became pretty good. I think that the Pistons are hoping Brandon Knight can be that kind of explosive style and facilitate.
To be honest with you, Ian, I know I'm biased a little bit, but I would love to see the Pistons got Nate Walters. I think Nate Walters is a true point guard. I think he can create offense for himself and his teammates. I would have loved to have seen the Pistons get him.
Did he get drafted?
Yeah, he got drafted in the second round. He was drafted by Washington, then went to Philadelphia, then went to Milwaukee.
All in one day?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I would have loved to see, because he is a true point guard. He can create his own shot. He can create for his teammates. He's also very tenacious, whether on offense or defense. I would have loved to have seen the Pistons got him, but they got him in the second round. Milwaukee got him in the second round.
Francisco Silva, their last pick.
Peyton
Silva.
Excuse me.
Peyton Siva.
Why?
He, in my opinion, he's going to be one of the most. He's not going to be well liked around by Pistons fans, especially those who like Michigan, because it was his Cardinals that beat Michigan in the NCAA tournament.
But Pistons fans have a tendency to forgive and forget.
And there'll be plenty of empty seats at the Palace.
First off, he's a late second-round pick, all right? If he's anything, he'll be a bench player to come in and play a little defense.
Or he'll go D-League. Because I think one thing
which is most likely what's going to happen.
There'll be plenty of seats available at the Palace, everybody. Because we know Tom Gores is not a good entertainer.
Oh, dear God. All right, listen. I've got two names for you. You ready? Josh Smith, Andre Iguodala. If the Pistons come home with one or both of those players outside of this free agency class, your thoughts?
Where does this leave Monroe?
Monroe?
No.
What do you mean? He's at the 4.
No, Josh Smith will be your 3. Iguodala's your 3. That's a questionable position right there for the Pistons. I don't think they get neither.
Where does it leave Drummond?
I think Denver.
Center.
I think Denver's going to keep Iguodala.
I agree.
And I think Smith is going to go somewhere else and be with the contender.
Houston.
Houston. I think Smith
I don't
will
want
go to Houston.
I don't want Smith. Personally, I think he's going to require too much money for the lack of offense that he provides.
What about a combination of Smith and Howard in Houston?
That
won't happen.
I think Dwight Howard's a joke. I think he's fried. I think he's a cartoon character. He's not a basketball player anymore. He's too worried about
me.
Bingo. All right. Either way, I think the Pistons' best opportunity to improve their roster is through trades. Unfortunately, they don't have a lot of trade pieces unless they're willing to part with, Brandon Knight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll monitor the situation. But it should be exciting because it's kind of Joe D's last stand. He's got to get creative.
Yep.
He's done it before. Can he do it again?
I think he's stale right now.
Huh?
He's done.
He's stale right now.
He's done.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you, up at 6 Championship Drive, there's some energy. Okay. There's some.
I think
energy.
there's panic.
There's not panic. I'm in that building every day.
Knowing you, yeah, there's panic.
Quiet.
Let's go to a real sport, hockey. Let's go to hockey.
All right.
Of course, free agency starts today. Of course.
Can we mute Mike?
Of course, the Dallas Stars, of course, have $13 million to spend in the cap.
All right, this is not Dallas Stars Power Hour here, okay? Shut up. All right. Shut up and listen. Free agency. Who would your top free agents be?
Vincent LeCavier is the top market guy.
How old is he?
33 years old.
Okay, that's too old.
You got Danny Briere.
How much money is LeCavier going to require?
He's not going to require much because Tampa Bay is paying out bottom out. So Tampa Bay owes him for the next 7 years $32 million.
Dear God.
Yep.
NHL contracts.
Yep.
They're about as ridiculous as NBA contracts. All right. Who else? Danny who?
Danny Briere.
Danny Briere.
Got bought up by Philly.
Okay.
And I think that those are the two main guys right now.
What about your Brian Bickle?
Oh, yeah, Brian Bickle, of course.
You a Brian Bickle fan? I think Chicago keep. Wait, he just got re-signed.
No, he just got, and then of
4
course,
years,
yeah,
$16
and then,
million.
And then he got that Siegelin guy from Boston. I think he's 21 years old. He doesn't like it down there. I think a young team could get him, probably cheap.
Okay.
He just took everything I said.
All right. Well, NHL free agency. No Parisi, no Suter this year, so it's not anything
not
too
as
wild.
fancy.
And same with the NBA.
But you gotta use the draft. You gotta use the.
Let's see what happens with the draft.
Happens with the draft. They did the draft Sunday, and then we'll see what happens. Teams.
Well,
and
they
the
put
salary
the-
cap's going lower, and that takes care of that problem.
Salary cap's going down, huh?
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Another quick topic here in this hodgepodge segment. Aaron Hernandez.
Yep.
Behind bars.
Yep.
He looks like a booze smuggler there. What do you call those people?
All right. Anyways,
I don't know.
nonetheless, on Aaron Hernandez.
Can I see one of those?
No.
Let me just see.
And on Aaron Hernandez, the situation there, it's just a shame. It really is. But he has no one to blame but himself for this.
Well, he's an idiot.
He's a murderer.
He's an absolute idiot.
Well,
he threw out $40 million over 5 years.
Over an argument at a nightclub.
Yeah.
Over an argument at a nightclub.
Which, by the way, the man was his sister's baby's daddy.
That's true.
Goodness gracious, that's terrible. He had a problem at Florida. He's connected to another case, and then now you have it
Last year they're investigating that he might have murdered someone else. Such a shame.
At least
a
he
darn shame.
looks nice in prison clothes.
You think so?
No.
Oh.
But he'll probably be there for his life.
He'll be there for the rest of his life.
Potentially. Everything.
We just saw the downfall of Aaron Hernandez.
This table just break?
I don't know.
Did you just break this table?
No.
Everything okay?
Oh,
All right. Any other last words here before we move on?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You sure?
Yes.
You sure?
Aaron Hernandez, he had a good career in New England. Now we just saw it end, and now we're seeing it right in front of us.
Is he the guy that salutes? Or was that Gronk?
That was Gronk.
No.
Gronk.
Oh, no. Gronk.
No, that's J.J. Watt.
Yes, sorry.
Well, to Aaron Hernandez, bye-bye. You just got sacked. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. And this segment, I'd like to do something. I'd like to do something I didn't think I'd ever want to do, ever think I would do. But it's July. Unfortunately, the Tigers are where they are. It's not where I want them to be.
No,
it's not where I think they should be. It's not where their potential lies. So I'm going to turn it over.
You know, the Detroit Tigers have lost six.
Shh. I want you to look in that camera. I don't want you to not look in that camera, okay? And I want you to just lay into them. Let it go.
Okay. For you Motor City Kitties, it's like you've been sinking. You were swept by the Halos.
Oh.
And then you lost 2 or 3 to Tampa, which equals 5 or 6. And today you just lost, and then you lost to Toronto, which makes it 6 or 7. And instead now you trail by half a game to the Cleveland Indians, a team that I said that would catch the Tigers in the season. And they caught the Tigers.
Strike that from the record. That's not true.
They
Go
didn't
ahead.
catch them.
Go ahead.
They caught them.
Keep going.
You look at a team like the Tigers, bullpen issue, big issue. Bruce Rondon's a disappointment. The Tigers offensively can't hit besides Miguel Cabrera. And also, Justin Verlander's gone missing. And also, let's look at it here. Justin Didn't Coach Greg Campbell say on didn't he say on show 77 that they were going to get a closer by the end of the month? Greg Campbell is lying. I think you're crazy. They're not going to get a closer by the deadline. I think you're crazy. They're going to stay with Benoit as their closer. And then, of course, Bruce Rondon is probably going to get back sent down.
All right, so we have 1 month left till the trade deadline. What do? They do something. What is it?
They got to do something. I mean, they got to get it. They could probably look at a closer.
Yeah.
The big thing is bullpen help. They got to get another bat.
Where?
They need another bat.
What
They
position?
need energy.
What position?
What position? I mean, you got Jackson. Okay, Jackson's in a slump a little bit. Hunter, Cabrera, Fielder, Martinez, Peralta. I'll take that lineup as far as hitting. They don't need another bat. I mean, today, they just ran into R.A. Dickey. What happened was R.A. Dickey's a joke. A knuckleball. He just threw 7 innings today. R.A. Dickey's a joke.
I agree.
Anyways, the Tigers ran into the Angels. The Angels have had their number this last, for some strange reason. I think the Angels are responsible for why the Tigers are struggling. The Tigers have a little bit of some confidence issues right now, especially losing 2 or 3 to Tampa, a team they should have beat.
They should have won 2
They should have won 2 out of 3 because they had the 9th inning. Remember the 10th inning, excuse me. The Tigers can't. They got killed in 2 hours by Toronto. Okay, let's look at the 7th inning. 7th inning or later, the Tigers are completely horrible. They can't even get a clutch hit in the 7th inning or later. That is why they're on this losing streak.
Is that a fluke? Because I seem to remember the Tigers being a really good 7th inning and on.
They're not good right now.
Last year and the year before.
They're not good now.
So is that something you see changing?
Yes.
You think it's going to change?
No, it will not change. I think the Tigers are going to bounce back. I think the Tigers are playing a pretty challenging schedule right now. Cleveland's playing a softer schedule right now. We talked about how Cleveland was playing a hard schedule. Tigers are playing a somewhat easier schedule. What's going to happen is Cleveland's going to eventually play the hard schedule again. The Tigers are going to bounce back. They're going to catch the Indians. They're going to beat the Indians. And we're going to see the Tigers get a big division lead. Are you sure they can beat Cleveland? Because if you look at it here, you got look at the matchup between the Tigers and the Indians. Anytime the Tigers and the Indians have played, who has been the better team? The Tigers. Yeah, but here's my thing. You got Kittens. You got Ashuel Cabrera, who's back. Who cares? You got Justin Maston, who can pitch. Carl Santana. You got Nick Swisher. I think if you look at it.
Nick Swisher.
Yeah. I think if you look at it here, the Cleveland, and you got Terry Francona's manager, the Cleveland Indians are going to be here to stay for a while. They will not win the Central. The Tigers will. The Tigers, I think Cleveland's got a shot. Cleveland will not win the Central. Cleveland's got a shot. In your mind? It's tough being a Tigers fan right now. It's tough being a Tigers fan right now. There's a reason why.
How would you know? You're not a fan.
It's tough being a Tigers fan right now. Ian, how do you feel about the whole thing? Who do you agree with?
I think the Indians have as much of a shot to win the AL Central as I have a shot at asking out Scarlett Johansson tonight and her agreeing to go out with me. It's a very slim, highly unlikely chance. Okay?
I'm so glad you agree with me.
Jeez. All right. I let you vent. You seem to find a way to do it every week anyways.
Tigers got no bullpen.
Tigers are struggling, yes.
They got no
Yes.
bullpen. They
They'll
lost
bounce
6
back
to 7
until July.
They lost 6 7. Big whoop. What did they do what did they do last year to close out the season? How many did they win? 15 to 20 or something ridiculous? All right? It's all
They haven't
about
played Chicago yet.
it's waves. It's the ocean of a baseball season. It's a long time, my friend.
Tigers got to play Chicago?
They're
I'm
not-
excited for that one.
That's another thing. How many games do the Tigers have against the White Sox second half of the year? Like 16.
Quite a bit.
By then, first off, the White Sox are terrible right now.
Right now,
Second
yeah.
off, they're going to be selling off pieces. They're going to be even worse. All right? Come on.
Yeah, but still, I mean, like, they're still going to have the rookies. Addison Reed's a closer. And then,
Deal.
Well, I mean, like, I could see Jesse Crane coming over to Detroit. I could see that happening. But
It could happen, but I don't see it.
But you know, I think if you look at it, it's gonna be. I think that Cleveland's got a chance. They have a chance at Central. The way the Tigers have been playing, they're inconsistent right now. They're struggling. I mean, like, and it's starting to, and it frustrates Tiger fans. You know, I know it frustrates Pat Caputo. It frustrates Jim Leland, and of course, if you look at it here, I don't know what in the world Dave Dabrowski can do, but just to clean up the
Central's
bullpen.
the Tigers to lose. The Central Division is the Tigers to lose.
If the Tigers don't win the Central, I'll be leading a riot in downtown Detroit.
They're going to
With
blow
a
up.
$150 million payroll, they better win this division.
They'll fire Leland if that happens.
I would think so, yes. Yes. Any other words on the Tigers?
They're in
They're
trouble.
done. They're
They're in
trouble. Panic meter.
yeah.
It's
No
through the
reason to
roof.
Panic meter right now is 10,066.
The more years we do this show, you know, and the more seasons I have to endure with you.
2 years.
Whew.
There's
Your
no
panic meter was
panic.
at 15 in May last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
10,000 now.
10,000 on July
My
1st.
panic level is only a 2. I feel like the Tigers, this is their division to lose. They're going to bounce back from this, and they're going to be just fine.
I think they're just an easygoing team that realizes they have the most talent, and they're not going to panic.
Then they're being lazy.
I don't think they're being lazy. I
They're
just think
being
it's their
lazy.
I just think
If you
it's their
think they're a good-
personality.
If you think they're a talented team right now, then they're being lazy right now. This team is not very good. They're a disappointment. I mean, if you look at it here, besides the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim,
We'll be right back with Between Taorminas on ONTV.
Hey, this is Mickey York from Fox Sports Detroit. When I want to get the inside scoop on local sports, I watch Between Taorminas or Fox Sports Detroit.
We own a Habitat home.
I love working on my Habitat home.
Soy dueño de una casa de Habitat.
My neighbor is a Habitat homeowner.
Being a Habitat homeowner has changed our lives.
My mortgage payment for Habitat is less than what I paid for rent.
Habitat for Humanity of Oakland County currently has homes available with mortgage payments lower than most rent payments. If you or someone you know needs decent and affordable housing, call 248-338-1843 or visit our website at habitatoakland.org.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on Ori Neighborhood Television. And I'd want Sammy to finish his thought, but he was bashing the Tigers, so we're just going to move on. Okay, you're up, Cowboy. What do you have to say?
Cowboy. Me. All right.
get a job!
I already got one, thanks. All right. You know, talk about football previews and everything for high school football. One guy out there, I just think that he overhypes a little bit of things. I think he tends to feed egos a little bit. Jeff Corrin, the D-Zone. Why? Simple. Look, I know that you're doing your job, which is you're going out there, you're trying to promote players, you're trying to get colleges to take a look at players, but at the same time you got to look at you're feeding their egos. You know, you're really feeding their egos. You're making them think that, that there's something they're not. Jeff, I would like for you to take a look at and focus on their teams, on their respective teams. You focus on like Castack or Clarkson. Look, I don't really want to talk about certain individuals. I want us to look at certain teams. Corin, I think you need to do a better job at that. The D-zone, it's not bad, but it's certainly no Dragon's Den. As for fans, I encourage you guys to read The Dragon's Den. My brother Sammy does a great job writing that, and I definitely would encourage that. Thank you.
Doesn't let me finish a thought.
My next call out involves two guys that pretty much, we look at the madness of characters. We had several people on there. We had several people on here that just wanted to instigate me. But at the same time, we've got two guys on here, Sammy and Ian. Why? Simple. They're both not the most attractive characters on the show. I'm the most attractive. People want to watch because of myself, not because of a guy who screams or because of a guy that promotes himself like an idiot. Sammy and Ian.
What's
what are you doing right now?
somebody who promotes himself like an idiot?
Promotes himself like an idiot.
Waving your rings around, talking about yourself.
Yep.
Keep going. Go ahead. Get on your soapbox. Get your megaphone.
Nonetheless, Sammy and Ian, you look at you guys in the mirror.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You're a loser.
It's hard to walk away from that mirror.
You're a bad host. Sammy, you just scream a lot. You're just hot gas. Ian and Sammy, I'm better than both of you. Thank you.
I can't wait for next spring when I kids are whooping you.
I can't wait till after the show when I whoop you.
Are you done, princess?
This is still happening.
All right. Here's my call-outs. First I'm going to call out couple moves here that I was very disappointed with. Of course, first I'm going to call out is Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars, why? I asked myself this, why didn't you take Trey Burke? And you said because it was for need. Well, the need is you need to put people in seats. You need to put them in seats. You've been losing for about 5 years now, and you made some dumb decisions. You made the dumb decision trading away Chauncey Billups for Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson's garbage.
Ooh, that's harsh. He talks about practice,
I can't believe you do that. To trade away one of the most premier players in the league for a washed-up has-been. This is your last chance. I think if you look at it here, Joe Dumars, I don't know if I could take it anymore of you. You've been a disappointment the last 5 years. Your draft picks have not worn out. Your contract free agency spending like Charlie Villanueva and Ben Gordon have not worked out. And
Charlie V might have.
You should be gone by the end of the year, in my opinion.
Oh, dear.
The next call out here, of course, is the person who formerly owned the team before Tom Gorse. And this one is Karen Davison. Karen Davison, why? You ruined the Pistons! You ruined them! You put the team in financial difficulties! You're like the Tom Hanks of the NBA!
Ooh, that's tough comparison.
You wanted to sell the team based on, why don't you just run the team? You could have just ran the team much differently. Instead, he sold it to Tom Gorse, who's an entertainer, and he just cares about entertainment. It's your fault. You were the one responsible for doing this to Pistons. You're like a Tom Hicks. And Tom Hicks was bad. He was good at first, and then like ever since the economic crisis, he became a loser. I'm disappointed, and also I heard you owe almost $1 billion of the estate in taxes. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Okay. And my last call out here. Guys, last year in the NBA, he's leaving in February. I'm going to say Crybaby David Stern. David Stern. Why? Let's look at it here with the... Thank you for the comment. But here it is here. David Stern. You are the worst, one of the worst owners in sports. You deserve to be booed. You're not a good... You even brought the big three. Yes. You were the one that introduced it. You also limited the 18-year-old limit. I'm disappointed at you. You ruined the standing of the NBA, and you ruined the standing of the NCAA. You know, thank God you're gone.
Oh, gee.
Thank God when February comes around, so on, shrimp. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Wow.
You sure you're all set?
And to finish my thought on the Tigers,
No.
they're done.
No, you're done.
Geez.
You're quiet now.
I got to call both of you out. Who are you? I'm a role model for children. No, you're not. You're a loser. Your Colorado Avalanche will not make the playoffs next year.
Again.
You will not make. You will not even. You'll be the worst team in the league, and Patrick Waugh is not a good coach.
Again.
And as for the Detroit Red Wings, Mike Babcock's an awful coach, but the Eastern Conference is so weak this year. He never was a good coach.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Right.
Lindy Ruff's a better coach.
How many cups has he won?
Lindy Ruff?
Yeah. How many cups did he win in Buffalo?
He hasn't won one.
Thank you. Shut up.
With one of them. I'm better than both of you.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just simply better than both of you.
Have a good night. Well, thank you for joining us here on this, yet again, eventful episode of Between Taorminas. Have a safe and happy 4th of July.
I'm better than both of you.
And we'll see you next week.
Happy 4th,
God
everybody.
bless.
Happy 4th. Happy 4th.